Welcome back, guys. Today I am taking a look at the new Manjaro Mate 15.12. Now, up until now, they had been releasing betas and release candidates, but this is the final release version, and I downloaded it and installed it, and it's a typical Manjaro release. Everything seems to be working fine. It's not my favorite. I do like it, but it's not my favorite. I prefer the standard Mate menu. This has the advanced menu. It's referred to, I think, as the advanced menu. Don't really care for it. Not the easiest menu to find things. It's got your favorites, but you have to click to see all your applications, and then it breaks it down by category, which is nice. I prefer that. This view, the favorites view. Not sure if I can set that up as a default, but so I'm not really in love with this particular Mate menu. So I actually added the standard menu, which already has it broken down into categories. So I didn't install much. I installed a couple things, SM Player and Voco Screen, to be able to do this video, and I'll probably install OpenShot to finish off the video. But I wanted to go over a couple things with you on this particular release. This is the Mate edition. Now, they're stating that there's been a lot of fixes and improvements, and I'm sure that's true. I didn't find too many flaws in the last release candidate. Came out a while back, but this I don't really like the default wallpaper. The last one that they had, I believe it was more of a charcoal gray uniform color versus this kind of blotchy desktop wallpaper. So I don't really like that, and I would replace it with one of my own, because the desktop wallpapers that they include out of the box are not my favorites either. Nothing here that really jumps out at me. So there's not, for me, you guys may feel different. This is all really up to the user, but I don't see a whole lot of things that I enjoy here. Maybe this one here, but that's about it. Actually, this one's not bad. Let me tell. Oh, that's the blotchy one. So we will go ahead and set it up, and we'll leave that. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to go over. As I mentioned yesterday in yesterday's video on switching from Windows, I went over the Ice SSB a little bit, and I mentioned that within Ice SSB in Manjaro, it gives you the option of Firefox, Chromium, and Chrome. In here I have Chrome installed and Firefox. And so I set up a few SSBs, as you can see. Amazon Prime, Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu. Now, one of the things I wanted to go over with you today is when you set up your SSBs, even though you designate an icon when you set it up, sometimes it'll show in your menu like this. you see there really are not any icons there. YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. And so that's not really an issue. You just need to know how to deal with it. So I basically fixed YouTube, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. And now I'm going to show you how to fix Hulu. Now when I set up SSBs, what I've done is I went online and I downloaded a lot of icons that go with typical SSB candidates. So for example, if you want if you have Microsoft Office Online, you can set up a calendar icon, one for Dropbox, Facebook, Google Plus. I have all the Microsoft Outlook, OneNote, OneDrive, Word, and Excel. So you can set up SSBs for all of these. And this is only a drop in the bucket. I don't have everything listed, just the ones that I would use. But as you can see, I have YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. Now, I left Hulu as it shows when you finish making the SSB. If you click to add the launcher to your desktop, this is what it might look like. You may not have an icon there. So all you need to do is have the icon available. So if you go online and download these, and it's pretty easy. All you do is go into your browser and search for the icon that you're looking for. So let's say you want to download Amazon Prime. So just type in Amazon Prime icon, and as you can see, if you click on the Amazon Prime icon image results, you'll have lots of icons to pick from. And then if you click on one, it will bring it up, and actually you are much better off using Google for this. So let's forget about Yahoo as far as searching for icons, and let's go for Amazon Prime icon. And so just then click for images for, then it's going to bring up a whole lot of icons, and you can pick the one you want. So all you need to do is, let's see, click on the one that you want. Okay, and I usually pick one, a smaller one. This one is 142 by 142. You can see that there. View image, and then right click on it, save image as. And I usually put it in my Ice icons folder. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, since I'm gonna try to add one for Hulu, I am going to do a search on Hulu icons. I already have one, but let's see what else is available. So you've got images for Hulu. Now when you select an icon, so that you don't have a lot of funny looking edges, make sure, like if I click on this one, you see how it's got like a little checkerboard pattern around the icon? That means that that edge is not going to show. So all you do is click on it. Well, actually, I'm going to back up. View image, right click, save image as, and I'm going to save it into my Ice icons folder. So I'll show you what that's going to look like. You won't see this white border. All you're going to see is this icon. So let me show you that. So if I have a launcher on my desktop from an ICE SSB and the icon doesn't look right, right click on the icon and go to Properties. Then there's two things you want to do. Go to Permissions and make sure this is checked. Allow executing file as a program. Make sure that's checked. Then left click on the icon and go to your folder and pick the icon that you want. So in this case, I have the Hulu one that I just downloaded. Okay? So as you can see, it places it in the properties, but it also drops it onto your screen. So now you have the icon that you wanted. Okay, the other thing is, when you put these icons on your screen, sometimes they're a little bigger than the other ones. If that's the case, just right click and go to Resize Icon. It's going to open up a little window, a little box with 4 corners, and you can just drag it to whatever size you want. And then left click your desktop and it'll just stay that way. So that is item number 1 that I wanted to show you. The other thing is, if we open up Firefox and we do a Google search on screen tearing test, we're going to check videos. And I spelled it wrong, so we're gonna, there it is. Okay, so now you can see that I have significant screen tearing. And you can see it breaking up in here. Hope that comes through on the video. But I have significant screen tearing. Now, what I usually do to fix that is I install Compton. And then I have a Compton configuration file that I use. I'm going to show you how to fix the screen tearing. Okay? Now, and it's pretty bad, as you can see. So I want to try to eliminate that. So we're going to close the browser. Actually, I'll stop this and I'll just minimize. Now let me show you what I would do in that case. First thing is, I have a screen tearing fix in the form of a Compton configuration file. You see this compton.conf? Okay, I will copy that and I'm going to put it into my home folder, but you have to show hidden files and then click on .config and copy and paste. Okay, so now my Compton configuration file is in my home folder's .config folder. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is to install Compton. So I'm going to install Compton. And the nice thing about Manjaro Arch is that it has Yowert, and so you can locate pretty much anything without adding in PPAs and things like that. So Compton is now installed. And I am going to bring up my control center and start up applications. And I am going to make sure that Compton is listed, which it is not. So we're going to add Compton, and the command is Compton. We're not going to put anything in there other than Compton. No flags, nothing to help configure, because we already have the configuration file. So Compton, add, close. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to log out and then back in. So I'll be right back with you. We'll take a look at that screen tearing one more time. So bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with you guys now. The only thing I did was log back out and log back in. It changed the wallpaper to a different one in that series. But other than that, everything is the same. What we're going to do is we're going to open up Firefox, and there is our screen tearing, which, as you can see, that screen tearing has been eliminated. Now it's nice and smooth. You don't see any jagged lines, no separation, no tearing at all. And so I don't use Compiz because I'm not into the wobbly windows and things like that. But I use Compton to eliminate screen tearing, and as you can see, it does a really nice job when you compare it to what you saw before. So that is the screen tearing fix. So while I am not crazy about the Manjaro Mate menu or desktop wallpaper selections, I do like Manjaro in general. As I said before, my favorite Manjaro desktop at this point is XFCE. Now, the last topic is, you see this Manjaro update? It's kind of confusing, and I did post a question on their forum. You see here, they're announcing their first update for Manjaro 15.12. Now this is the stable version. If you click on that, it will bring up more information, but what's confusing to me is it's showing the Budgie desktop, as you can see. Now, the stable version, if you go to the download on the stable version, they only have XFCE, KDE, and the Net Edition. Budgie isn't mentioned. Now, there is a Budgie version, so if you go into the stable repository and the community, you will see Budgie there, but it hasn't been updated since November 2nd. So I'm not sure. It must be me. I must be missing something, because if I click read more, it says finally we can also present Budgie version 10.1 to you. Version 10 is a complete and utter rewrite of the Budgie desktop from the ground up. For best results, we recommend using the ARC themes with Budgie. Okay. I have the Manjaro update from 2015, 12/29. So I have Manjaro XFCE running on another partition. I pulled it up, I went through the update. There is no Budgie. So I went ahead and installed Budgie Desktop through Pac-Man. And when I log out and click on my, to log back in, I click on my desktop selection, it's there. I can see Budgie Desktop listed along with XFCE. However, when I select Budgie Desktop, the screen goes black for a couple of seconds and then it comes back to the sign in. So it will not activate or enable Budgie Desktop. It's listed, but it won't work. Okay, so now it says here all old Budgie settings ignored as it was completely full of derp. Sorry. I don't know exactly what this is referring to. I actually was hoping to be able to try out this new Budgie Desktop. And as I said, I did post a question on the forum. And I have not received a response yet. Let me check to see if they might have. I'm going right to the topic. And as you can see, I have this question. I posted a question, and then Danny here is having the same problem. So I reiterated that, and I don't see any answer to that question yet. So I'm hoping to be able to pull up the Budgie Desktop and do a review on this latest stable Manjaro, but taking a look at the Budgie Desktop. As soon as I'm able to resolve that, I'll do a review. Now, one more thing, I can see where my YouTube icon is still a little big, as you can see. So I'm going to right click, resize, drag it in a little, and now it's smaller. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I just included a couple things on SSB icons and setting up SSBs and the screen tearing fix, and my opinion of the Manjaro Mate. Now, one of the things I got a kick out of is reading some of the comments here on the release, on the update. Removed epic amounts of derp. Not sure what derp is. Supports multiple monitors. Proper high DPI support. All settings now handled in Raven. Raven is our new notification center. In the future, this will support custom applets. Open that guy with Win, N, or the tray. Not sure about that. Support multiple panels. Keyboard layout properly supported with switching. Budgie session dropped in favor of GNOME session integration. So, you see where the confusion is. They're presenting Budgie to us, but then they say Budgie session dropped in favor of GNOME session. And this cracks me up a little bit. Everything is a shit ton faster and less derpy. I interpret that as being positive. So derp must be no good. So less derp is better than more derp. So consequently, this is a shit ton faster and less derpy. Kudos to Manjaro. Over 400 commits in the making. All old Budgie settings ignored. It was also full of derp. Support for applets in multiple language via P's. Whoa, not sure what that is. So this is very entertaining, to say the least. So evidently the folks at Manjaro have a little bit of a sense of humor. Either that or they've invented a new language that we're not aware of. But in any case, you know how much I love Manjaro. And so I'm looking forward to trying the new stable release and taking a look at the Budgie desktop. So once as I said, once I'm able to do that, I will put up a video on that. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Manjaro Mate 1512. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Take care.